Your wish has been granted.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Eternal Dragon TCG's Community Spotlight. And today, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the master of the red garlic, Trethris, here today. Thank you for joining us today.
Glad to be here. It's a wonderful Sunday.
It is a wonderful Sunday. For me, it's a little bit rainy. I don't know how it is for you, but it's been raining all weekend, make me sleepy. So I've been just trying to chill for the most part. Now, the elephant has already dropped in this room, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see on the screen, we do not have a Garlic Junior deck profile in front of us. We have the Green King Piccolo deck profile that Treth has been running. He has been dominating with from what he's been telling me. And I'm excited to share this deck profile to the community because I think this is a sleeper deck waiting to be cracked and taken to many regionals. The next one coming up is nationals, so be on the lookout for this deck. I have played it personally. It is a swarm the board, fuck you up in like 3 turns kind of deck. So this is aggro to its supreme, at least the way I played it. But yeah, Treth, take us through this list.
Well, first off, it might not be garlic, but it is a Demon Clan deck, so I've got to run it. Your leader, he's King Piccolo. On the front side, you get to attack. When you attack, you add a life, you draw a card, you play it. Surprise! Demon Clan, energy costs 2 and 10k power from hand. There's a lot of cards in the deck that fill this requirement, and they all have different sort of effects, and it's really neat what you can do with the deck. And the awakened condition is you just need to have 4 or less life, or the harder awakened condition to fulfill 3 or more Demon Clan cards with an energy cost of 2 or more in play. And he's just a draw 1, restand 1 for awaken. On his awakened side, though, he really says no to yellow and green decks. And in some cases white decks. He has a permanent. When one of your Namekian or Demon Clan cards would be KO'd by an opponent's skill, you place 1 Demon Clan card from your Z energy in your drop instead. So, hey, you swung with a 2 cost. They dormant you. They negate the skills and they try to KO it with yellow. Nah, I think I'll keep my card on board.
Now, I have 2 questions about this leader before we continue. The awaken condition, do you find yourself often just awakening at 4 or less life?
Yes. 4 or less life is normally my go-to for awakening. It can be achieved as early as turn 1.
Yeah. I would agree. I never felt like I could ever get enough Demon Clan cards to awaken before 4 life. I feel like it's just easier, especially with the TPs and especially the way this deck plays. You're most likely just awakening at 4 life. And then the second question is with the permanent on the awakened side. Now, if your cards are hit with a board wipe effect, do you have to pay a Z energy for each one, or does it, because it's one instance of a board wipe, do you only get to pay 1 Z energy to save them all?
I think it's 1 per, because the permanent says win 1 of, not 1 or more of. So I think it's just 1 per.
That makes sense, because I never got to experience that when I was playing this deck, so I was just curious about the ruling on that. But yeah, love this leader. Go ahead and take us through the list.
One more thing on the awakened side.
Sure.
He has pretty much the same auto as his unawakened side. You just don't take a life, and you play a Piccolo Junior or Demon Clan, both green with an energy cost 3 or less, and 15k power or less from hand. So
beautiful.
That plays into one of the new promos for the deck, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
So the first card of the deck is actually a yellow card, not even a green card. It's Assembly, everybody's favorite. Hey, I'm gonna go find my slug cards. I mean, Namekian cards.
Totally not slug.
Yeah, totally not slug cards. Yeah, there's nothing special to this card. Most people already know what it does. It's been ran in U7. I wouldn't be surprised if yellow runs it just to get the slug package. This deck is not running slug package. You want it for cards we'll see in a second. The next card is King Piccolo. He is a not a promo. He has barrier. He's your 1-drop for the deck. He's the main one you want to play. he has an auto when he's played. If you have a Demon Clan card in your battle area, you draw one. Most of the time, you're not going to get this effect off unless you're going second and you draw what I like to call the God Hand. But the auto for that part just doesn't matter. Now, the second auto is really what matters. Auto limit 1, if your leader is this guy. When you play a Green Demon Clan card with an energy cost of 2 or more using a skill, draw 1 card and add up to 1 card from your life. So this plays into your leader on your unawakened side. You swing your leader, you take a life, draw a card, play a Demon Clan. You have this guy out. When you play the Demon Clan, you draw a card, take up to 1 life. Now you're down to 6 life on 1 swing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just hard to remove since he has barrier.
Yeah. It's you're cycling through your deck really hard in this deck.
Yeah, playing against Mill is always scary.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the other 1-drop for the deck, I actually run Piano. I know Damien from the Lookout has ran the Pilaf Shumai. But Piano is a Demon Clan. 1-drop that when you play him, you look top 5 or Namekian or Demon Clan, both green, and energy cost 4 or less. And he looks for unisons for whatever reason. I don't run any in-deck unisons.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I? They don't have combo power.
They do not.
I
mean, there is an in-archetype unison for this leader, but no one runs it.
It's just not good enough. Fun fact with this card, on the Awakened side of your leader, you can actually play this off of him.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any 2 or 3 drops to play.
Free search.
If you've already been floodgated, you can just play him instead of playing a battle card they might remove on their turn.
Mm-hmm.
The next card is Dormant. There's nothing to explain about Dormant. That you're a green deck. You want to live. You run Dormant.
If you're not playing Dormant in a green deck, you're doing it wrong.
Pretty much. Next is the Namekian Free Negate. If your leader is Namekian, take a life and counter an attack for free. Or you just pay 1 and you counter the attack. That's it. It's just another nice little thing. The reason to run this over more token negates, which we'll see those in a little bit, but the reason to run this over token negates is you have all these counter plays that might come out because you've played a token that remove your different bodies on board, or you're playing against Saiyaman and you don't want to trigger their 8-drop. You use this negate instead of a token negate.
And it helps you get to your Z Awaken at the later turns.
Yeah, I actually had a game earlier where I used that to go from 4 to 3, and then on my next turn I used a Z deck card to go from 3 to 2 to Z Awaken.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the first Demon Clan that you would be playing off of your unawakened side. He is Symbol. When you combo him, you can pay 1 to give your leader Double Strike, which is really nice with your Z leader. And then he has an auto when he attacks to choose 2 of your Demon Clan cards in your battle area, and they both get 5k. Since a lot of the 2-drops are 10k, it makes it where you're swinging base 15 to your opponent's base 15.
Mm-hmm. Having an in-archetype chomp is always nice.
Really is. The next card is Drum. I used to run this at 4, but honestly, he's just an additional way to look out for your 1-drop KP. He has a permanent if your leader is this or the Z leader. Your green Demon Clan cards with energy costs of 2. Only 2, not less, not more. Gain barrier. And then auto pay a green when this card is played, add up to 1 Green King Piccolo card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck to your hand.
So no matter what, you're just always going to find your 1-drop KP.
Yeah, that was the idea of, like, if you turn 1 Piano and you're going first, you're probably going to search out either Drum or KP. or if you open up Assimilate, you can search out KP. Everything here is pretty much the starting package or your starters of the deck, just so you can get your draw engine with KP.
Yeah, he's very important to having him out.
Next up is the first new promo for the deck, and my favorite card of the deck.
It's broken, dog.
He might not look like much with just being a 2-drop 10k, but to explain the wall of text that you see there, when you play him, you can take 2 life, up to 2 life. You don't have to take it.
You could just take one if you want
to. Or you can take none. But it doesn't matter how much life you take, you still get the second effect, and it's if your opponent is at 2 or more energy, you switch your leader to active. So you swing leader, play this guy, switch him to active, swing leader again, play another guy, because surprise, surprise, leader auto's not once per turn, not limit 1.
No, it is not. You definitely, it allows you, it kind of just like facilitates the ability to swarm your board with dudes, get those criticals out. And like we saw with the symbol, you'll notice that a lot of these cards, when they hit the field or when they attack, they buff each other. So then these small little dinky 10Ks become huge.
Yeah, so that brings me to this. If you didn't read it already, I didn't specify. This guy has critical, and he has deflect, so the yellow counterplays aren't going to make him come and rest, which I hate. And then he has an auto when he attacks. You look top 5 for a mono green demon clan to combo with skills negated, and then at the end of battle, you Z-charge this tambourine. So this tambourine not only is a 15k because you get the free combo, critical, but he's also a Z-charge 2 because you Z-charge the combo and then you Z-charge him. Or Z-charge him, then the combo? Timings matter for some things, but for the most part, you get to Z-charge 2. And he restands the leader.
That effect alone is so broken, being like you get 2 Z energy off of 1 swing. Ugh, it's nasty.
Yeah. And he fuels your Awakened side permanent.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't getting KO'd by opponent's skill.
Exactly.
Next up is my 2-of card. I honestly really like this card. Just 2-drop 10k, auto when played, KO of 4 or less. And then you can pay 1 energy when he's played to draw 1. So he replaces himself by paying 1.
Mm-hmm. In my list, I run the other one, the other crit one. I kind of wish I would have ran at least like a 2-2 split of those.
When we get to my 15Ks, you'll see I'm not really running the other one. Crit just isn't enough for me to justify running him. Because you can only play him off of
front
side.
Yeah.
Next up is your super combo. This is, I mean, if you're a green Namekian, you pretty much run this. Just 5 or less life, draw a card.
And it's searchable. Searchable super combos are always good.
Yes, he is searchable off of Assimilate. He is searchable off of Piano. So you're going to get your super combos. Unless they're all in life, then you're just going to cry. I run 3 token negates. You're an aggro deck, yes, but you still need negates so you don't just flat out die.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, 3 of this drum. He's got a lot of text to him. You can only play him off of Awakened side for leader effect. But he's got blocker. When he's played, he KOs any battle card, opponent's battle card. Doesn't care about energy costs. And then when he's removed from Z energy to drop, he's removed from game. And then activate battle. You can combo him from drop, and then at the end of battle, he'll go from drop to warp. But you just Z-charge him instead. Because why would you get rid of a card like that?
No, you gotta be able to. After he's comboed, he's fuel for your protection.
Exactly. Next up is the archetype free negate. You have to be at 3 or less life and have a King Piccolo or Demon Clan, both green with an energy cost of 2 or more in your battle area, to use him as a free negate. But he's also got barrier. You can also play him off of Leader Awakened side if you just need another 15k swing. I've never played him off Leader side. I've had better cards to play.
Yeah.
But I have used him as a free negate because sometimes you need it.
And
I really like battle card free negates.
and of course, he's a 15k swinger after he's played,
Yeah. Or you can just combo him.
or that too.
Moving on, we've got everybody's favorite 2 of Aerial Battle. There's not really much to explain about him. He's live pretty much as soon as turn 2-ish. Especially if you play the Tambourine promo, because you'll swing Tambourine, combo cards, E-Charge Tambourine. That's 2 in Z energy already. That makes him a 2 cost. And then you just need 1 more in Z or in drop. Next card is the Archetype 4-drop. I know a lot of decks have been running this as a 3 or 4 of. I've cut it down to 2. I like the effect, but with the meta being mostly, I'll go over his effect in a second. With the meta mostly being blue and green, or not blue and green, blue and yellow, you're running into the issue that you're going to be floodgated a lot, and so he just doesn't get as much value as he should. So for his effects, he's a 4-drop 20k. He has Evolve, you pay 1, go over King Piccolo. Doesn't matter the energy cost of the King Piccolo. Auto, limit 1, pay green. If your leader is this card, when you play a Demon Clan using a skill, play this card from your hand. So if you play a Demon Clan off of leader effect, you just pay 1, you get to play this guy. Not bad. You get 2 bodies for literally 1 energy because you swung leader. Then he has an auto limit 1 when he attacks. You switch him to active and you choose 2 Demon Clans in your battle area and they get plus 5k for the turn. This is really great if you don't get floodgated. But if you get floodgated off leader swing, because it's one of the only ways you get to play this, you're kind of in a really bad spot. Oh, I have a 20k KP on board, but I can't do anything with him.
It's rough. It's definitely rough.
I do run Z unisons, so obviously charismatic.
Charismatic is charismatic. Staple since set 10.
On the second promo that we just got for this deck, 6-drop Piccolo Jr. He has Deflect, and normally with just being a 6-drop, you wouldn't be able to play him off of Leader Awakened side effect. But he has a permanent here. If you're at 3 energy, this card's a 1-drop. A 1-drop 15k Piccolo Jr. that you can play for free off of Leader. Crazy. And then he does the Leader effect, but more when he's played. Auto limit 1. When he's played, draw a card, play a Demon Clan. 3 or less, 15k power or less. Then choose all of your Namekian or Demon Clan cards with 20k power or less in your battle area, and they get 5k until the end of opponent's turn. So you're just buffing your huge board that you've already made. I tend to like to swing my leader on Awakened side, play out, say, Drum to KO their blocker, and then this is turn 3. Play out Drum, KO their blocker. Then I just pay 1 for this Piccolo Jr. Draw 1, play out the Tambourine, restand my leader, and all 3 of those cards have plus 5 now. So you got a 20k, a 15k, and a 20k. And if you're low enough already, you can use Tambourine to go down to 2 to be able to Z-Awaken with your leader. We'll get into the Z leader effects in a minute, but it just makes your board huge. and that's a lot of damage that your opponent's staring at if they haven't floodgated you. Next is Secret ID. When you're trying to close out the game and they play a token when they're at two life, they counter with a token negate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, buy token. I'm just gonna play Secret ID and swing at your last life.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Nice blocker, idiot.
Everybody knows Solidarity. I'm only running one of right now because I am currently in the process of testing a 1-1 split with this next card, brought to me by Blackheart, because I didn't read this card because it's in the Chi-Chi deck, and I mean, Chi-Chi's not the best deck out of the set. So the next card goes in the Chi-Chi deck. It's the 8-cost 25k Goku. Yes, it's a red-green, so yes, you have to pay to combo, but if you, with your leader effect, bait out Sandman 8-drop autos, this can clear 2 of their 8-drops just by swinging. So it's an 8-drop, dual attack, 25k, activate main, pay 2, play him, opponent has to have 3 or more energy, same requirements as Solidarity. But he has Alliance, red-green, draw a card, and this card gains power equal to the power of cards switch to rest mode by the skill for the battle. So you're playing a bunch of 2-drops anyway, so you just rest one of the 2-drops, go up to 35, and then you KO something, ignoring barrier, power less than this card, less than or equal to. So you get to KO a 35k barrier, then you restand because of dual attack, and you do it all over again.
I like that. I actually do. It's a little expensive for the deck, but I do like it.
Well, you're not really using much energy in the deck. So you might pay 1 for King Piccolo, might pay 1 for Piano. You don't pay for any of these, any of the 2-drops. You don't pay for Drum. You don't pay for Piccolo Jr. You pay 1 for Aerial Battle, 1 for this guy. Don't pay for Charismatic. You might pay 1 for Piccolo Jr. So it really is 2 energy in a deck that doesn't use any energy for your battle cards. It's only for negates, if you need to. Because all of these negates are free.
Mm-hmm.
And then brings me to my last card. Yeah, Peace Resolution. It combos super well with your Z leader, which I'll try to do that one first if I remember where it's placed in the Z deck. Permanent, if this is in your Z deck facing up, leader gets 20k power, and if it's not Sun Gohan, you negate its skills. Sure. At base, that makes your leader a 35k. Or you do the other effect. When you're swinging, you pay 1 to combo, pay 1 for the auto, give your leader triple, and you switch it to active. And this card goes from your drop to your Z deck. And then it's removed from Z deck at the end of opponent's turn. So, just a good way to give your leader triple. Because people might be looking out for Symbol to give it double, but they probably won't look out for the triple.
No, they're never expecting the triple.
Oh, baby, a triple. Moving on to the Z deck. Let's see. No, it should be this one. Haha!
Look at that, remembering shit.
Z leader, this is specifically for this Z leader. You have to be at 2 or less life, and there has to be 1 or more King Piccolo cards in your drop. That's your awakened condition. You just pay 2 Z energy and you do that. It has a permanent. Your green Namekian and green Demon Clan cards get plus 5k power. So it includes himself because he's a Namekian card. So your leader's a 20k, and this is all turns. Then there's the other permanent. If a King Piccolo card is in your Z energy, this card gets plus 5k and critical during your turn. So when you're using Peace Resolution, you swing your leader, you go down to 2 by either playing Tambourine to go down to 2, and you Z Awaken. Now you're 25k. Now you pay 1 to combo Peace Resolution, so you're at 35, and you pay 1 for the auto. So now you're a 35k triple strike crit that's going to restand and be a 35k that you can swing again.
It's really, really insane pressure.
Yeah, so once your opponent's at 4 life, you can go into Peace Resolution, bring them down to 1, restand your leader, and that was crit. And now you swing your 35k leader again. And that's just leader swings, not even including all the battle cards you might have on board.
And then it just pairs well with that Peace Resolution because you're giving your leader triple strike crit.
Yeah. You can swing 3 times with leader in a single turn. Between Peace Resolution and the new Tambourine promo.
Disgusting.
And then it also has an activate main, which is similar to the autos. You get to play a Demon Clan 3 or less from hand. No specific cost, or no specific power cost. Just Demon Clan 3 or less. And that's it. Really nice leader for this deck once you get down to 2. And most of the life that you're taking, you're doing to yourself. Moving into Draw Engine, obviously running 2 of the Bardoks. You just give your barrier King Piccolo blocker every turn and you draw 1. That's pretty much all you're doing with this.
Just drawing cards.
Just drawing cards. You might play him turn 2, you might play him turn 3. It just depends on how you've awakened. The next card I like running one of, Oolong. So there are some matchups that you might be playing against a deck that struggles to keep a hand size over 10. And you're swinging a bunch of 10Ks, 15Ks at them. You're not really comboing. And they've got a combo out of every single swing if they don't floodgate. And now you're making them discard a card every turn. And this has 3 markers after that. It's really hard to remove. And then my last Unison. Very nice card because you can just put Demon Clans into your Z Energy to help fuel your protection from your leader. Vegito. Swing, you KO something. +1, put a green card from your hand to Z Energy, draw a card. Super, super simple. -2, you restand them.
And it does have the benefit of actually being an actual +1 Unison, so it does have better survivability.
Yes, and he also helps you swing through Nimbus.
True.
Because you can pay 3. Like I said, you don't use a lot of energy in this deck. You can pay 3, swing him, -2 him, restand, swing again, and you're KOing cards each time you swing. Because it's also not a limit 1 or once per turn. Mighty Blast. If you're not running Mighty Blast in pretty much every deck, I don't know.
What else are you doing?
Yeah. Like every deck kind of wants to run one of Mighty Blast.
Some even run 2.
Yeah. Surmounting, I just don't own the Dr. Dro. And I have like 5 surmountings, so I just run surmounting. This is just an easy way to force your awaken if you can't go from 5 to 4 playing a card. Or I had a game earlier where I used it to go from 3 to 2 so I could Z awaken. Just nice. Piccolo power up. You go really wide in this deck. You're gonna be able to KO a card ignoring barrier with this.
The likelihood that you don't is very little. You're for sure always getting the bond 3, but getting the bond 5 is really easy.
Yeah. Broly Tyrant. Just a 1-cost game closer. Double striker, you KO a battle card. Pretty nice. If you play green, you know how this works. You can pay 1 and 1 and place a green card from battle area into your drop. to be able to play him for 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has an auto if you have 4 or more energy. When a battle card is placed in a drop, this card gets +5 and double strike. No, that does not trigger off the permanent because it's before this card comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But it does trigger off the activate main, which is if you're at 3 or more energy, you place a non-unique card from your battle area in your drop, and you choose up to one of opponent's battle cards and KO it.
Perfect.
So it's a 1-cost double striker, 25k on turn 4, or 4 or more energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Unison Killer of the deck, Bojack. You don't get the cost reduction here, but you can, when you play him, remove a battle card without unique by KOing it, and it will remove 2 markers on opponent's Unison. And then auto, this will trigger off of that auto. If you have 3 or more energy, when one of your battle cards is removed from a battle area by a skill, choose up to one of opponent's battle cards and KO it, and this card gets double strike for the turn. This is on both turns, so if they remove something on your board on their turn while you have this out, you get to KO one of their cards. I learned that when I was playing against a Bojack player. I cried. I cried when they removed my card.
It was big sad.
I'm not really going to go into the side deck because that's... It needs some work. Might have some secrets in it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. You don't have to go in the side deck. So as a deck of whole, it looks pretty sick. I've played it in my version of it. This is a lot different than mine. But just in general, if you could describe this deck and like recommend it to a certain type of player, what type of player do you think would enjoy this deck the most?
Players that like aggro, or the way I like to play it is a little bit more mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
Try to close out the game around turn 4, maybe turn 5. But you can lean into the aggro if you really want and try to close out game turn 2 or 3. Just depends. You do have the extra energy.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have had games where on turn 3 I'm going into peace resolution, trying to crit them down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can force yourself down to 2 to Z awaken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that reminds me, the ideal turn 1 when you're going second, in my opinion. People may have different opinions, like Butts. Although he hasn't done too much testing on it. Turn 1, you're going second. You pay 1, you play piano. You look top 5, you get a card. Preferably you get the promo or the King Piccolo, whichever one you're missing. Then you play King Piccolo. You draw 1 because you have a Demon Clan, because piano's a Demon Clan. Then you swing leader. You take a life, draw a card, you play out the promo. Auto of King Piccolo here. Draw a card, take a life. Now you're down to 6. Auto of Tambourine. Take 2 life, go down to 4. Now you can awaken. Restand 1, draw 1. And now you have the 1 energy available to negate on your opponent's turn 2.
Mm-hmm. Very cheeky.
You're swinging a 15k.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can combo the piano if you want at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Tambourine out. So you swing Tambourine, top 5, get a Demon Clan, combo it. 15k crit, or you can make it a 20k crit with piano. Or if you have super combo in hand, you can use it now. Turn 1,
Mm-hmm.
make it a 25k crit. You're denying your opponent resources if you're doing the crit. It's just super nice.
Because at that juncture, they're still on probably their awakened side, and they're not going to try to combo out of a 25k crit at any time of the week.
No, not when you're a 10k.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have any quick shout-outs you want to make out to the community? Anybody you've been testing with? If you're on a team, anything like that?
No, not too much at this time.
Fair enough. He says, fuck you all.
No, not so much that. It's just, this deck has been mostly my own work.
Sure.
The only real thing has been Blackheart with this 8-drop Goku, reminding me that it exists.
Sure. I was just kidding. I know you don't mean that. But again, thank you so much for coming on the Community Spotlight and showing off your Green King Piccolo deck. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Definitely fun.
Well, that's it, everybody, for this episode of the Community Spotlight. If you guys have any questions down about the deck, put them down below in the comments. And if you haven't already, like the video. And definitely, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And we will catch you in the next one. Peace.